Yo, what up? This is Hopsin with Funk Volume here with Ballerstatus. Just finished doing an interview. So yeah, West Coast.
I erupt like a bomb, so give up the baton. I slap you after busting the fucking nut in my palm. Why you mugging me like something was wrong? Just take a puff of the bong and let me leave your mind corrupt from the song. See, you can't stop me cause I'm a brainwash teens and create false dreams cause it pays off clean. I'm just an idiotic, ironic, symbolic, Illuminati product that's gonna be killed if I talk about it. This industry business is all screwed up. I have no favorite rapper because all you suck. I sever the weakest niggas who not on my pedigree, cause on the tombstone it's as hard as their name will ever be. I'm judged by my wild image a lot, and everybody seems to think I have a sinister plot. I do, be offended by every sentence I jot. I got some militant thoughts, and you ain't killing them.
Yo, my name is Hopsin. I'm from the San Fernando Valley, California. It's just me going on tour and headlining every show is just crazy for me, because I knew I wanted that to happen one day, but I didn't know it would be happening right now, like as fast as it did. I was expecting to be buying on the other people's tours because I wouldn't be able to pull in my own crowds, but yeah, I'm doing my own crowds, headlining my own shows, and things are going good. And also last year, I got a big collab with Tech Nine on his All Sixes and Sevens album, which is the track called Am I Psycho, which features B.O.B. on it. And we did a music video to it, so that like boosted me up as well. That did a lot of stuff. That just like rose my name up in the underground very fast. And a lot of the music videos I put out a music video called Sag My Pants, How You Like Me Now, You Are My Enemy, Ilmonda Hopsin, and what else? Just all those videos just contributed to, you know, building my buzz up and getting me more likes on Facebook and Twitter, and yeah, getting a decent amount of views on YouTube. And what else is there? Yeah, and another thing that contributes to everything is just respecting the fans, like talking to them. It's getting harder and harder as time goes on, but you know, just communicating with fans, letting them know that I really exist, and I'm not just an idea, like in just a person who makes music that they'll never ever see, or there's no proof that I exist except in my music videos. Like I'm on the scene in a lot of places, like just I'm here on Earth. I'm in the same place as they are. A lot of people discover me because of that song, and it just looks really good on my hip-hop resume as well. Just Tech Nine and B.O.B. and I did a video with them. Like that's, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it makes me feel good when I tell people like, yeah, I did a song and a video with Tech Nine and B.O.B. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, like it kind of feels good right now because it's still fresh and I'm still in the moment of it. But yeah, it was a good thing, and I'm glad that Tech threw me on the song. Shout out to Tech Nine. I was on tour. I think I was like South by Southwest in Texas. And Tech Nine, he called me and told me that he has this beat that he heard me on in his head that he thought I would sound good on, that B.O.B. had made, and yeah, so he told me he would email me the track, and he emailed it to me, and then I heard it and it was dope. So I flew back home out here to Los Angeles to record the song, because they did get a studio for me, but I couldn't vibe out. I'm not good in other environments, especially with other people around, because I just have a thing in my head where if I need to wild out, like I need to go crazy, and I can't. It's hard for me to do that when other people are around, like people who are just sitting in the studio who don't need to be there. Like it kind of makes me uncomfortable. So I like being in my little small basement where nobody's around, nobody can hear me, and I'm free to do whatever I want. And yeah, so that comes from when I was first starting to rap and all that. I would have people in the studio and I would do crazy shit, and people would be like, man, why you doing that, man? Man, that ain't gangster, man. That's just whack, man. That's just too corny. But that's the shit I do now, though. That's the thing. That's the same type of stuff that people love me for. But I don't like people talking like when I'm in the studio. I don't like them giving their feedback like, oh, you should have did it this way, or you should have did that way, or them hyping up things that aren't really that dope, or them downplaying things that I think are super dope. I just like to be in my own zone, just do my own shit. So I flew home to do the Tech Nine collab, and then I emailed them the track, And then he called me back like 30 minutes later, and he was all super hyped, telling me that I killed the shit and it was real dope. And I was hyped that he liked it, so I was like, hell yeah. And then yeah, and then I sent the files to the song, and it was a wrap.
Check it. I used to be the goofy man you hounded, the special ed kid at lunchtime the bitches wouldn't stand around with. I would jack off so much back at my parents' house, and now my dick has a permanent imprint of my hand around it. Life was lame, I had to pay money to fuck a whore. I couldn't pull a damn anorexic bitch in a tug of war. But then I made enough money for me to fund the tour. Now the ladies show me the goodies under they wonder bra.
I wanted everything to work out with Ruthless when I first signed with him. I wanted to be the guy who brings Ruthless back, and all this energy and all this buzz that I'm getting, you know, Ruthless could have had this and it would have been dope. If I was a brainwashed artist who didn't know the reality of the industry like I was at first, I would have thought it would have been dope. But yeah, I'm glad it turned out this way. Everything happens for a reason. So, you know, I don't like the fact that Tamika Wright screwed me over, but at the same time, in the grand scheme of life, it made me into a better person, and it made me more humble towards a lot of situations and towards fans. Because if I had blew up on Ruthless, I probably would have been really Hollywood, and yeah, and I probably would have been too busy to do this interview. I probably would be coming up with excuses because I would have been brainwashed into thinking that I could do that and that I'm better than everybody else. But that is the situation. It was, I know I bashed Tamika and all that and bashed Ruthless. I mean, I'm not taking back what I said, but it's part of life. You know, you live and you learn. It's a bill though. Even when I first started, before I signed, like, there were negative things that should have just pushed me away from the start of that situation, like them being late to little meetings or dinners, and them not having contracts ready when they say they're gonna have them, like saying it's gonna be ready 1 week and it takes 2 or 3 months later, and little stuff like that. But then I was still an idiot. I was desperate for a deal. I was desperate for money, and I thought I was gonna blow up fast once I signed, and nope, didn't happen. So over time, I was just like just making this plan in my head, like, man, if this doesn't work out, man, I'm gonna just diss him. Because I was like, I know Ruthless Records is irrelevant in the music industry, nobody cares, but I was like, but if I come with a dope enough flow and I bash Eazy-E's wife, that title just in itself has a lot of power behind it. And then people wouldn't have wanted to see new Ruthless Records artists, because it'd be like, Ruthless Records artists, the fuck, what is Tamika doing? Nobody cares. But if it was like rapper on Ruthless bashing Eazy-E's wife, like, oh, no way, like, damn, this guy's doing this shit, and he signed a label and he's still dissing him, he don't give a fuck. And I was like, fuck, because that was the only way I saw myself at the time getting big from that situation. Like, I was pushed against a wall, I was backed into a corner, so I had to do what I had to do. I hate that album. I hate it. There are a few cool songs on it, but overall, I was still learning myself. I mean, I was like, it was cool, but I was still learning, and a lot of the tracks were from like 2004, because I've been like, Pans in the Kitchen, I was still in high school when I made that song, and it didn't come out till I was like 23 or 24 or something like that. Like, it was, I remember I performed that song in 12th grade at some little showcase thing, and same with the Motherfucker song. Like, a lot of these songs were old where I was still learning myself, and I thought they're good at the time, but then I was signed to Ruthless so long, 3 years went by, and I'm like, I can't, like, I thought the album was gonna come out like in like 2007, and then it didn't come out to 2009. It was, I mean, the album's what, I don't even know. I wouldn't necessarily count that as my first album though, like, because it's different. Like, Raw, I consider Raw my first album. Like, that's my legit shot. Like, this is my up-to-date music, and this is me swinging, and I'm gonna try to hit the ball and knock it out the park. So, see, like, and Gazing at the Moonlight, it wasn't that. It's from 2004. It came out 2009. That's not fair. I've lived so much life, went through so many experiences. I've gained so much skill. Like, but it was Ruthless. It put me in a weird situation where it's like, fuck. fuck. I can't even. Like, if I argue with people don't understand if I argue with, like, oh, this old. They're like, it is weird. Ruthless. That's frustration from Ruthless right there, man.
Mom, Dad, I'm no longer the boy you used to see. I've changed a lot, plus I've grown to hate every human being. My mood swings have now turned my dreams into gruesome scenes. Now I'm doing things I don't normally do, and illusions seem to be the only pleasures I can gain. Heck, if I was sane, I would've put down the mic and said, fuck it, I'll never rise to fame.
Well, I was in special ed. I wasn't like retarded and wasn't like nothing like that. I just wanted to do my own thing. I was always an artist. I was always drawing. I was always trying to invent something, or I was just doing something, skateboarding, whatever. And I didn't want to do work because I never really saw a reason to. Because in my head, I was like, my mom and dad never use any of this in their life or what I'm learning in school. So why do I need to learn this? Why don't I just do what I want? So I'd always go home. I never did homework at all, like for years. Just didn't do homework. And so they put me in special ed in 7th grade. They threw me in special ed, and it was a lot of bad kids. Some kids they fought kids a lot, so they were in there. Some people just didn't do their work, and there were some people who were in there. And that's how it was all the way until 12th grade. Yeah, the way the world works is, I mean, in some cases, not all the time, but in some cases, if you just have a really good skill, you can get far. That's what I've always believed. So I'm like, okay, if I really believe in my skill as a rapper, then, something will come out of it. Nobody's going to just let me be a good rapper, extremely good, and not acknowledge it. Just be like, he dropped out of school. I don't care about his little tracks or his little songs. I don't give a fuck how dope he is. He dropped. Like, nobody's going to say that. Fans, when people see it, they just like it. So I've always gone off of that. The same goes with, like, anything. Skateboarding. If somebody is a really good skateboarder, I doubt that a skateboard company is going to be like, he dropped out. We don't want to deal with him. Like, if he's tearing shit up, they got to get him, So, like, if I go online and see a comment, even if it's just one, even if 100 people say they love me and I see that one comment like, man, this guy is better than him, I'll be like, I shouldn't have looked at that. And then, it could be any type of comment, whether his shirt was stupid, or he's not matching, or he doesn't know how to act, or he's retarded. I'm like, I can't be going online looking at all this stuff, because it still bothers you. Like, even though you could have like thousands of fans, but that one little fan can still get on your nerves. So but yeah, I interact, but I'm just not full 100% online like that, where I'm just open to everything and just looking at every single detail of everything, because some stuff will eat me alive. I was anti-Facebook for a while. I didn't interact with fans like I do now. I hated Facebook. I was MySpace all day. I was riding for MySpace, but then MySpace died. I was in denial for a while, and he was telling me that I was dying, I need to convert, but then I finally did, and it worked out. Knock Madness and my single Hot Madness, like I've been saying for the past 3 years. Nah, I haven't been saying it that long, but yeah, I've been shooting the video. The last day of the video shoot is this Sunday coming up. So the video, I'm not gonna give a release date for the video, because I do that all the time and it never turns out to be what I say. So, but yeah, I'm working on Knock Madness and then the Hot Madness music video, and then after that, I'm gonna go on tour. And there's other stuff, little surprises that are gonna come out as well. I wish I could say it, but I can't, because I just would like to surprise everybody. I like the shock value, and I'm gonna like how they feel when they just stumble across and be like, whoa, no way. Like, yes way, dude. Yeah way. I mean, it's not neither two. I mean, it's not. The way people put it online, it's not to come off that way. Me and Tech 9 are cool. So, I mean, the deal was on the table, and we met up a few times and all that. But just for what I'm trying to do, with my career and my life in general, I just kind of want to take this. I almost want to build my own path, just build my own road and go that way. And I'm sure there'll be lots of collabs with me and Tech 9 in the future, and we're still cool and all that, and we got love for Strange Music. They got love for Funk Volume. So it wasn't like he didn't turn me down like, oh, we don't want you, and I didn't turn him down like, oh, I don't want to fuck with you guys. It was just more of, you know, I just feel more comfortable with doing it this way.
You guys talked about touring together?
We had a small little conversation about it last summer. It was just real quick, but it might happen. I'm sure it's bound to happen. It's bound. We're yeah. I'm not the type to. I don't know if I can do. I know him and Machine Gun Kelly got that huge tour coming up. I don't know how many shows. Like 99 shows in 20 days or something like that. Yeah, I can't. I don't know about those type of tours because I'll die. And I'm definitely one of those guys. If I'm on tour, I start getting crazy. Like day 1, I'm cool. Day 10, I'm saying shit that's just disrespectful. Day 20, I just don't give a fuck. And day 21, nobody knows what the fuck I'm at. My phone is off. I'm just gone. Period. And that's it. And then, so I don't know if I can do that many shows, but